The lab said, Christine, what color reflective glitter do you want? And I said, yes. Give me every single one you have and put it in the same bottle.
Oops.
I was not prepared. Welcome to the after party. You look great. Nice outfit, chat. Damn, you look good tonight or this morning or whatever time it is. What decorations? You mean these decorations? Did you see my friend?
Welcome.
I usually bought the same jacket twice. It's fine. What do you think? The after party collection and our Black Friday sale will be live in 21 minutes. We decided to start it early so that you can shop Black Friday when the new collection drops at the same time. And it will continue through Black Friday. So it'll go until the Cyber Monday. However, I cannot say like what'll be left in stock by that time. I have a feeling you guys are gonna clear us out. Welcome to Holo Taco's official 2023 holiday collection, the After Party collection. She's fancy, she's fit to go out to the club, but like maybe also you could stay home with her, you know what I mean? Take a look at the box! A warm gold starry string aesthetic on top, and this is nicely embossed. The box is matte and has like the bokeh kind of like blurry lights effect. Our art director really hit it out of the park with this one. I love it. It feels like a very different aesthetic and colored box for Holo Taco. Ooh! Inspiration strikes after midnight. I am someone who's very creative late in the night. I tend to like stay up like too late doing things. So part of the inspiration for me is kind of marrying my, I don't want to say olden days, but like my young days of going out and just feeling like all the lights and the fun, celebrating during the holiday season or just any time. But then marrying that with the creative energy that also happens for some people who are like creative night owls or midnight owls, which is a shade name. What do you guys think? You love it? 5 specialty mixed formula polishes and 1 reflective rainbow topper. That is ridiculous. None of the polishes are limited edition. You're welcome. Merry Christmas. However, the box is limited edition and while quantities last, it's a great gift or just like looks good on your shelf. Like, damn. Oh, did we see my nails? What a palette. I know what I'm getting my family for Christmas. Are they seasonal? Nope. But if like this shade sells out, we intend to restock it. Lab said, Christine, what color reflective glitter do you want? And I said, yes. Give me every single one you have and put it in the same bottle. Thank you. I'll have one of everything. Mix up my drink. Let's go. A reflective topper is like a stop sign at night. It's like those safety vests. It flashes and gets like reflected back into your eyeballs when it's met with direct head-on light. The inspiration was a blurry Christmas tree at night, or if you're driving down the road at night and everything's looking kind of blurry, but like also kind of pretty. It's a blurry rainbow. Literally magic. Burn my eyeballs. It will burn your eyeballs. Gorgeous. I need that disco dust. I love it. Amazing. Sold. I already got it. What? It's live? Sorry, headphone users. All right, let's go. Holo Taco After Party Collection. We're popping bottles. Look at these pictures. Aren't they so good? Shout out to our photographer. Let's go. Shout out to the warehouse. This was my inspiration for the Holo Taco After Party Collection. I was thinking midnight energy, how you thrive in the late hours of the night when no one's awake. Flashing lights that get kind of blurry if you're driving in the back of the car, or if you're someone who just really thrives on late night energy when you feel that creative surge and that creative passion hit you and you just want to finish that project or painting in the night. And some people like to actually unironically paint their nails really late at night. Just, you know, make sure you put on a glassy taco before you go to bed so you don't get bedsheet imprints. I wanted our holiday collection to be more universally accessible this year. And I was thinking like, let's do holiday vibes, but not necessarily just Christmas. I want holiday vibes that extend throughout the entire holiday season, but also carry through to New Year's, and including shades that you can wear any time of year. I want to take things we've done like rainbows and bring it down a notch with a little more muted, a little more mystery, a little more midnight energy. Let's start on the left. Julia Roberts. or Sandra Bullock, or Anne Hathaway if you're Julian Solomita. Does anyone who is around my age remember her being in that perfume commercial like 15 years ago? And there was these crystal strings. Yes, okay, some people remember. And she was like, there's these crystal strings hanging from the ceiling and they were tied to her arms. And then she would like pull them off and then the crystals would kind of just like fall everywhere. But the concept of the strings of crystals is something that inspired me and then subsequently our art director for making the box having these strings of crystals. And I don't know why, but that visual has stuck in my mind for 15 years. She was basically the inspiration for some of the aesthetic, but also more specifically Crystal Skies, our kind of light blue muted shade that also ties into snowy snowfall. It's the dawn, but it's really cold because you live in Canada or something, you know? And then I wanted gold. I needed like an anchor accent color that was gonna stand out and elevate everything to make it kind of like rich and fancy, but also fill that gap that Holo Taco definitely needed of having like a rich, really warm party gold. And so that's what bottle service became. I also really loved it as the accent color, like the standout hero color that we put on the side of the box, on the front, all the detail work. The inside pops like that. And then we have the teal. I just love teal. I love teal and we need to do more teals. I was like, can we do something a little bit different with this one? Like, let's add stars. So starry-eyed. This is such a really good rich color. I also have the feeling that a lot of like winter weddings use a deep muted teal. And I feel like this shade is for them. More teals, more teals. We do a lot of bright colors. So overall, I wanted this to be more muted, more mysterious, and fill some of those gaps and speak to more people who are interested in like, I want color, but I want it to be like, ooh, interesting. What is that? If you're looking closely at these pictures, you're probably wondering, yes, this is Taylor Swift's midnight bodysuit. I saw her live. I really just like that midnight indigo color, but I wanted to make sure it was a little more muted, a bit darker and deeper than something like Midnight Spark, which is more saturated. Night owl is a common term that people use, but I wanted to kind of make it more specifically the midnight owl, just to kind of highlight that energy, that peak of energy that happens past midnight. I also think that the little blue glitters, the iridescent glitters that we added in kind of pop like the moonlight. So it's like a midnight moonlight, very sparkly, very dazzly, but also has a little bit of mystery to it. And then let's move to what became Curfew Crasher, which is more like the pretty girly at the party. You know, like we had to have some kind of pink, but I wanted like moody pink. Like I don't really want to be here, but I am the life of the party kind of color. Euphoria prom vibes. Well, you really get me. And then last but not least, it's the Party Crasher. It was Disco Dust Taco, which was inspired by the blurring of Christmas lights, but not necessarily just traditional Christmas lights. Go to a bunch of holiday parties when you're hanging out with your friends, and then you're just like tired, maybe a little bit drunk. Like everything's kind of a haze, but things look so pretty during this time of year. Little blasts of color in different rainbows, plus kind of confetti scattered all over the floor. The party sequins have fallen everywhere. Party is over, but now there's confetti and shit all over the floor, but it just looks really pretty, so you're not gonna clean it up. Also, you're tired. So kind of tying a few things together. When you're drunk and everything looks blurry, yes. So Ben made us this deck, like no one asked him to. Vibes, this is before it had like a specific name. And then put Taylor Swift as the first inspiration picture. What is this quote? This is a collection of nail polish written in the middle of the night, a journey through terrors and sweet dreams. Did you just pull that from a song and then substitute it in the word nail polish? It is a Taylor quote. AI generated? Ben has too much time on his hands. Well, he normally never does this. He only did this for this. And I was like, what are you sending me? And then he's got some pictures of like trash parties after the floor. So go Ben. Get struck by nail painting energy that peaks at midnight. Limited edition collector's box for a keepsake party favor. Or you could gift one for someone or just get it for yourself. If you're like me, like I buy things that look like Christmas presents for myself. Usually I'm like, oh, that'd be a great gift for my sister, but also would be a good gift for me. You're invited. Limited edition collector's box. all the new shades have the wide and slightly improved rounded brush. Going to bed early, who? Midnight Indigo Purple Jelly Base with different sizes of holographic glitter and blue iridescent glitter and blue purple shimmer. And it keeps you company past midnight. So that shade is buildable in 2 to 3 coats, and then always make sure you add a glossy taco that'll bring out the hollow glitter shine, seal everything in. This shade has like a complexity in a glitter formula that's a little bit different than our normal glitters because you're pairing holographic glitter with iridescent glitter. It's hard to really explain why it's appreciated until you see it show in real life under different lighting. It matches my top. It does match my top, look, right? Here's the blue iridescent glitters that you can see pop a little bit more when you're in the shade. So you kind of get the best of both worlds because Holo doesn't show holographic in the shade. It looks more silver. Exquisite, stunning. Everyone needs a deep indigo. This is Purple Christine, Midnight Sparkle. We will fight later. Please save your fighting for the end of the party. Thank you. Who's watching the clock? Not curfew crasher. Time flies when your nails look this good. She's pretty. She's a muted mystic mauve jelly base with glimmering pale yellow shimmer like the sunrise, scattered hollow, has fun and doesn't watch the clock. So this one also is a buildable jelly formula. It is sheerer on the first coat, so you can get that like dimensional shimmer look that kind of like runs through the layers. Like when it hits the perfect angle, ooh, get caught in the sunrise shimmer because you were out so late. You know, have you ever done that? You just like been out so late past curfew if you had a curfew. And then it's like, oh, there's the sun. Oops. Some people, maybe your aunt, maybe your bestie, you know, they don't want chunky glitters. Like they're like, I will never wear stars on my nails. That's fine. Everyone has their preferences. I think you could trick them with this one though. Did I make this for my aunt? No, but I am going to give it to her for Christmas. It is sophisticated and it doesn't have giant blingy glitters. It has a little bit of scattered hollow in it, but like not too much. Just one look and you've gone starry-eyed. Paint on this star-powered dark teal jelly shade to turn your nails into stunning party accessories. That's what nails are, right? Well, not just party, just like accessories to your body. Like nails are there and you can paint them. Base itself is very tealy. It's very muted, but there's glitters in there that are greenish. Teal and silver holographic glitters, bold holographic star glitters, literal star of the show. In one coat, a glitter polish that is heavily packed with glitter and is a very tinted jelly base is gonna look sparse, but like, just wait, you know? Build it up carefully, slowly, trust in the process. And then on the third coat, you will have it, bam. That is the beauty of it. You can also sponge these glitters on. Finesse on the third coat. See how that, like, I'm like, where do I want a star? There. I placed another one there because I thought I was missing one. And so you can do that with the brush, or you can also take a toothpick and just like throw some polish down on a piece of paper or something and then just like pick out the toothpick when it's wet and then place it. Okay, like that is so worth it. Listen, I do recommend using 2 top coats. Put on 1 coat of Glossy Taco, let it sink in because glitters will eat it. And then like an hour later, do a second coat if you want that very smooth, glassy kind of look. I can't focus, so I'm seeing stars. Treat yourself to your very own bottle service. Pop your bottle of this warm gilded gold metallic shimmer shade with a splash of gold hollow, because you deserve it. Cheers to 24K liquid gold nails. It also has scattered hollow. Uh-oh, got a ban. Okay, relax.
Let's go.
No. Ben, that's not your party outfit. Dress up.
Can we go clubbing tonight? This is bottle service. Is that the same color?
Oh my god, it is. Guys, look, see?
Go collab.
If you don't want to purchase the Veuve Clicquot, you can buy bottle service instead. Oui, oui. Headphone users, warning!
Like, obnoxious people at the club buy expensive bottles.
Obnoxious people at the club buy expensive bottles.
Oops.
I was not prepared! Why are you putting it in a tumbler?
It's more fun this way.
What are you, like a dentist who doesn't actually count down to 3? They're like, yeah, so in 3, 2...
It opened itself. Cheers.
Cheers. It's 11:44 a.m.
Come on, you've been up all night.
I have been up all night, so this is truly my after party. All right, chat, cheers. Thank you for coming. I hope you have a wonderful time. Bottle service. The hero accent color. Okay, she's rich. Warm, brassy gold metallic shine. It has gold micro flakes and gold scattered hollow, and it always drinks out of a 24K gold glass. She's a fancy one. So this one is also buildable in 2 to 3 coats. Having the hollow scatter like really pop out in the light is stunning as well, but I think it's just like so beautiful because it has that metallic shimmer hybrid formula that is kind of new to us. Very warm gold, looks brassy towards copper, but not copper. Stay up sparkling until dawn under the crystal skies. Don't forget to go home for some well-deserved beauty rest. This is kind of like a Cinderella Elsa, but less obnoxious shade, you know what I mean? Because it's more muted, it's a little toned down. She is complex. She's so soft and serene. Dusky gray, blue jelly base with diamond or square, same thing, holographic glitters, and blue iridescent glitters, and crushed hollow for all the crushed hollow lovers out there. And she stays up late to see the early birds. Love how it's muted. It looks like a sweater. This is like sweater weather colors. All right, last up we've got Disco Dust Taco. I don't think anyone really like predicted a rainbow reflective topper. Detectives, did you? Mod Casey thinks she did. You're just saying that now? So we've had a silver reflective topper. That's Reflective Taco, which we introduced with the Gala 3rd anniversary collection. But I was like, you know, like we could just do a gold one, could just do a pink one. But then when I saw the options, I was like, put them all together. Yes. This is it over naked nails, which is like kind of subtle, really pretty. Reflective pigments are little triangle prisms because they are cut in a way that refracts light directly back in a straight line. And there's a nice spilly spill. Damn, literally a party in a bottle. It sparkles like rainbow lights. It has 4 different colors of reflective glitter, activated by direct head-on light. And I'm showing it over 1 coat black to see the rainbow pop the most. But you can put it over whatever color you want. There's 1 coat. Just to be clear, I'm filming this under a ring light, so you are seeing the rainbow effect more. Under regular light, it's still gonna look like kind of multicolory, but it's not the crazy like what like Christmas lights kind of wild as with reflective flash. I still think it still looks really pretty under regular light, but just knowing that like, yeah, the reflect is kind of that special effect moment that you can show off at the party by like taking out your phone and being like, look. There's no filters on this or anything. This is just straight out of my iPhone with the flash on. All reflective glitters dry down textured, a little bit more textured than traditional glitter, which is flatter because it's like a hexagon shape. So one thing you can do if you don't like the textured effect is add 2 coats of top coat. Oh, should I put it on every color in the after party collection for a real rager moment? Why not? Let's put it on everything. Okay, that's pretty though. Yes. Is this too extra? You tell me. I don't care. Put it on everything. I want to poll you. Let's do some market research. This is gonna be complicated because Susan still hasn't given me 5 or 6 poll options. Vote on what's your fave shade out of Midnight Owl, Starry Eyed, Curfew Crasher, or Bottle Service. Curfew Crasher, which is the pink shade, is the winner, but not that far off from Starry Eyed and then Midnight Owl and then Bottle Service. What? This is what you've been asking for. A warmish metallic-y gold. Like, what the heck? Which shade is your fave? Part 2. We have, Curfew Crasher is still on top. And then in second, Starry Eyed has a little bit of edge. Starry Eyed second, but like basically Crystal Skies is right there. Ben's coming in with the data. We've got Disco Dust on top, which I'm not surprised. And then Starry Eyed, interesting. Okay, so chat said Curfew Crasher, but customer said Starry Eyed. Really? I feel like that one was so hard to predict. I thought the stars would be kind of polarizing to people. Very good data for us to know. Then Curfew Crasher, Midnight Owl, and then Crystal Skies. Oh, Crystal Skies was so much higher the way you voted. Maybe it's because I told you about the connection to Julia Roberts, so you were like, I love it. That's wild. All right, comparisons. Let me get them out. Can't wait to pair Curfew Crasher with Spirit Fingers. They kind of look like sisters. They are sisters. So Bury Me in Hollow, I would say is warmer than Curfew Crasher. Compared to Feeling Fiendish, I think Curfew Crasher is more muted. What's next? What's next? We've got Xyler the Cat, richer oranger, and Bottle Service, which leans more yellow gold. Here's a gold play button, and those is kind of like the perfect gradient. Frostlight, Crystal Skies is a bit deeper. It like pulls you. It's a little bit like the sun's not quite up yet, you know? but it's still very frozen looking outside. And Frostlight is more like pretty sparkle Elsa blue. So there's Starry Eyed and Everything is Pine. Lost in the Woods is more saturated, even though it's from like the Dark Rainbow collection. So here's Brucey. I actually think Brucey is more like Chromie. That's Bring Me the Teal and then Starry Eyed. I think they line up nicely. Midnight Owl, way darker, indigo-ier. Late Checkout has more of that like bold purple. So that's Midnight Spark, whereas Midnight Owl is deeper, it's darker, it's more muted. So Cheap Champagne, much more like rosy goldy, whereas this is with like that shimmer metallic-y pigment. So it's gonna land a little bit differently. If you like the formula of Crystal Skies, you may recognize it from Smoke Show, which was our grayed out holo glitter, which also had the diamond shaped holo glitters in it. We added crushed holo in this one just to give it a bit more uniform, like snowed in, cozy look. Reflective Taco was silver reflective pigment for that true like stop sign at night, which usually glares like silvery white, right? One is rainbow, one is silver. Disco Dust Taco is kind of like Everything Taco, but reflective. Is this the last release of the year? No, but this is the last collection box of the year. We will do a 12 Days of Christmas. We'll have like a couple other small surprises. There will be a restock of Vote to Bring Back polishes that Holo Royalty voted on. There will be a couple new seasonal polishes that are not in a box or anything like that. There will also be the vault and then like a couple other fun small things. Okay, detectives. Oh, what is this? This was my fault. If you do recall, I asked people on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I said 2 Dusty Blues, only one spot. You guys picked this one and that became Crystal Skies. And many of you didn't forget the other one. I know some of you are championing, but too bad. She lost. So the Emerald Frosted Metal did not make it in the After Party collection. So, you know, save that in your files. You'll have to keep waiting. But that's royalty's fault, so you can blame them. What is this, self-promo? Open positions. Requirements. Loves chaos and loves to create chaos. Loves to make Christine confused. How to apply? Type and enter exclamation Discord in the chat for Stream Elements. Hope it's working. Oh, just type it out yourself. Discord.gg/simply-nailogical. Great work. Keep it up. A+. Is there still time to fight? Let's see what color you think Midnight Owl is. 41% are correct. 32% think this shade is purple. 10% think it's blue. Like, what is wrong with you? It has blue iridescent glitters, but the base is not blue. And 15% are Holo Del Taco detectives. Should we wrap up the party? Is it time to finally go home from the party? I know, it's tough, but the party always has to end at some point. Ma'am, I am home. A huge thank you to my entire team, the warehouse, to Ben for his mood board. There's a lot of work and people and time that goes into this, so it's always really exciting. It's finally that moment where we can share it all and watch everyone order it and then receive it and then share your manis and all your pictures when you get it in the mail. Use hashtag HoloTaco, or if you use hashtag HoloTaco After Party, all one word, then that will be a good way for people just to see other people's manicures. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.